Hey you guys, it's your girl Sally and I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video on internet marketing. What have I been up to? Well, I wrote a book. You guys need to get it. It's Real Work From Home Jobs, Tips and Tricks. So I've been doing some writing. I've been doing a lot of, selling online and continuing with my internet marketing. But this video is going to be focusing on my reviews, pros and cons for Uber Eats delivery. So because a lot of the work from home stuff that I do in internet marketing pretty much does that, keeps you home in jailhouse. It's not healthy to be indoors all the time. So I decided how can I be productive, and still make money and, kind of give myself a break from the monotony of, the work from home jobs. So I looked into delivery and Uber Eats. Now, never wanted to be a driver because I only wanted to do this just kind of like for fun, to get out the house, but to make money as well, because why not be productive, right? So the delivery works fine for me. So let me just give you my review on Uber Eats delivering, what I think about it, if it's good, if it's bad, if you should get into it, it's up to you. But here we go. Okay, Uber Eats delivery, Uber, we all know Uber for driving, like taxi service, but they also have a food delivery service. It's called Uber Eats. And a lot of people get confused because it's only like one Uber app. So when you go apply, you automatically assume that you're going to be like the taxi driver shuttle service, but it's just one platform. But when you sign up, you tell them, okay, I want to do both, taxi service and delivery, or I just want to do the Uber Eats delivery. So the best way to go about it is probably to just find your nearest hub and specify that. If your car qualifies, then you can do both, because they usually have to do an inspection. They need certain year model cars, but I would just go straight into the delivery service, and that way they don't need to inspect your car. As long as you have a car and as long as you have insurance, that's all they care about. So let's just focus on that, on the delivery part. But that's just so how you to get into it. I would suggest, like I said, go to your nearest hub and specify. Okay. So you would download the app next, obviously. And the way it works is super, super easy. You have to, when you want to work, you just put the app on and it'll turn green. And then it's going to dispatch any orders if you're the closest person to that location, obviously if you're available. So the good thing is that, let's talk about the pros. Pros about doing this. Well, of course, you're your own boss. So you choose how many jobs you want to do, and you choose when you work. Turn on the app when you want to work, turn it off when you're done or you want to take a break. Another good thing is now, because it wasn't like this back in the day, but now you can qualify for instant cash out. So you used to have to make a certain number of deliveries. I think it was like 25 within a certain amount of period, and you had to be working for about 2 weeks before you could cash out. Earlier than that, but now you can link your checking account or your debit card and you can get paid instantly up to 5 times a day. So like if you do a couple deliveries and you need gas money, cash it out and use that gas money. You want to wait till the end of the day when you're done doing deliveries, cash it out. And when I say instant, I mean within like 5 seconds tops. As soon as you hit cash out, as long as there's no issues with your bank or anything like that, you'll see it right away. So that's a definite plus, because when you need money, you need money. I've gotten so spoiled with work from home opportunities that I don't know what it is to have to wait for money. You know what I mean? I don't think I could. I don't think I could wait 1 week, 2 weeks. Definitely not. Like most people get paid every 2 weeks. Some people get paid bi-monthly. Hell to the no. I need my money when I need my money. So that's why I am promoting this. So that's, like I said, you can get your money when you need it, which is great. They used to not allow tips, and of course people wouldn't do it, but now they do. So now in the app itself, drivers can tip you. They can tip you in the app or they can tip you in person, so it's awesome. I've gotten both. So that's a definite plus as well. Another plus is you get to learn your area. See, I could not survive without my GPS. But with doing these deliveries, I am actually learning my surrounding areas a lot better, and I'm discovering new places that I've never knew existed. So it's kind of fun that way. Now you have new ideas of places that you can eat. The other cool thing is that you start developing relationships with these like restaurants and people, and you know, you're going to see a lot of repeat businesses, which is another plus. And it's actually a strategy, because once you know what you're doing, you're going to see a pattern. You're going to see a pattern of what restaurants are getting a lot of orders and what times. And then this is going to help you work smarter, because then you can go out there only in those times that you know that are the peak times, and you can park yourself right there in that business area or around the restaurants that you know are going to get those orders. Since you're already there, you're going to get dispatched a call first. So that's another cool thing, is that you can kind of get your swagger down of the whole thing, and then make instant money and consistent money that way once you learn the ropes. And it doesn't take long. Okay, so a lot of plus to this. I did it as a funny hobby, like get myself out the house. But then it got a little bit addicting, because I was like, wait a minute, I only have to put in like 4 hours max, 6 hours if I want to of effort, because the smartest way to do it is there's, like I said, there's 2 hours. I do 2 hours here or 2 hours there, sometimes 4 hours. Okay. But there's peak times you can do it where you can make almost double money, and that's just the best way to do it. So I found a way to just put in a little bit of effort, maximize it, and then pretty much cash out as if I was putting a full 8 hours. Because if you put in a full 8 hours, you may just sit there and there'll be some dead zones, there'll be some dead time. So you got to be a little bit smart. If you guys want me to give you some tips and tricks a little bit further, go ahead and register with my referral code on the bottom and message me, and I'll give you some tips and tricks in your location, stuff that's helped me, because that's the way. I don't want to do this full time. I have other things. I'm a writer, I'm a mom, I have my selling platform, so I could easily do this full time if I wanted to, but I don't. I do it more for fun, spending money, kind of like extra money for my daughter, spending money for her, and bringing my daughter into this too, because sometimes for the dinners, I bring her along, because since you're an independent contractor, you're your own boss. No one's calling you saying, hey, what are you doing, where you at? How many deliveries did you make? Nobody's on your ass. Okay, so that's another plus. And so sometimes for fun, I'll bring her if we're bored. Okay, let's go take a break. Let's go. It's a beautiful evening. We'll go out there. I'll do like 1 hour. It's like 2 to 3 deliveries, and she loves it. And sometimes I get tipped more because she's there. So it's another little strategy. But I bring her along because it's fun, and why not? Because I can, So that's another plus. Okay, so let's go and talk about the negatives. Well, as I mentioned just briefly a few seconds ago, there is some wait time. So if you're trying to do this full time and you haven't mastered the, when to go, where to be, and you just treat it like a 9 to 5 and you put in 8 hours straight, you're gonna fall into a lot of dead zones. That's what I call it. Some times of the day where there's no orders, or actually one order, because you'll always get an order, at least one an hour. My average is like 3 when I go out there. But the waiting can kind of get you a little restless. And who wants to sit in their car and wait, right? Because you don't want to leave a hot zone because you want to get that call. So the wait time, not a good thing. The other thing is, even though they've gotten a little bit better with how they pay you, because before it used to be like a flat rate of $5, now it could be anywhere from $3 to $10. So it depends on the distance. It depends on how big, well, not really how big the order, but I guess more the distance, traffic, mileage, and then if it's peak time and stuff like that. So there's like a different algorithm now. But if the place is like 2 minutes away, but it took you 15 minutes because you have to wait for the food and or whatever, you only got paid $3 for that, and you didn't get a tip, that can be a negative. So you want to avoid those dead zone times. Like I said, lunch, obviously very popular. Get in a busy zone. If you're gonna do Uber Eats in lunchtime, go to the hot spots from those restaurants that are always going to get those repeat orders, and wait there, okay? And then you'll maximize your time. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. Who wants to do that, okay? The other thing is, obviously, you put in a lot of mileage on your car. You're driving back and forth a lot. So there's a little bit of a hustle, okay? So if you're not a person that can handle that, it could stress you out. So I would say that's like a negative. You have to be kind of like a go-getter, like a positive, like I got this. Oh, cool, my next order. You have to be a little bit excited about the method. Otherwise, you're going to be like, I'm being driven around all over. So don't get into this if you don't like driving. You know, and don't get into it if you don't like people, because, you know, that's just going to mess up your ratings. You want to be bubbly. You want to go, like I said, you want to build relationships. That's if you want to take this serious and make more money. If you just need side money, you know, turn on the app for a few hours, whatever, make your deliveries, and that's that. Okay, another negative, obviously, you know, you don't have a boss, which is a positive, but at the same time, that means you're not an employee, so you don't get any benefits and stuff like that. You're not guaranteed a specific salary, although they do guarantee you a certain hourly amount. There's a criteria, like you have to work, you know, take in as many orders. I think it's 80 or 90% of the orders that come through. So as long as you fulfill the criteria, then they'll pay you a minimum of $10 an hour. So if you're on that, if you're online and you know you only got 1 hour, one order an hour, and you fulfill the requirements, you'll make the $10 that hour. So that's kind of cool. So you can look at it that way, like, oh, at worst case scenario, I make $10 an hour. You know, but you easily can make $15 an hour, which is about 3 orders plus, right? So that's about it. I'm a positive person, so I don't really have too many negatives about it. I do think it's worth it. I definitely see a lot of benefits in it. One, it gets you out of the house. 2, you get to interact more with people, with society. So if you work at home, people, give yourself a break, and that's why I did it. It's exciting. It's like a game now. It's like a game. You see, you know, your money, and it's so easy to do because, you know, it's like I'm always excited to see like what I got for each order. Like, okay, you know, okay, it was a $5 order, but then somebody tipped me $3. I'm like, I didn't expect that. So I just made $8 on a 15-minute trip. It's like, whoa, okay. And you do 3 of those, that's $24 an hour, you know, so that can get pretty lucrative, and it can excite you to the point where you're like, wait a minute, I should consider doing this full time. But like I said, use it when you need it, because you can cash out instantly. So it's good. You need that gas money. Go out there and do some deliveries, get some tips, do a good job, learn the businesses, because then you can talk to these people and say, hey, you know, give me some, you know, I see you get a lot of orders here. What's a good time to come? And they'll tell you. And the people will tell you. You just got to ask questions and get out there, put yourself out there. So that's my tidbit on Uber Eats delivery. There's other ones like DoorDash and Grubhub, and I've tried them all, but to Uber Eats right now is my favorite because the last pro to it is with DoorDash and Grubhub and all the other ones, you have to like walk up to the house and you know, do that. With Uber Eats, it's curbside. Love that because it gets you in and out quicker. Like, you know, you pull up and people are already outside. Like, I'm like, what? They're already waiting for me, you know, because they can see in the app your car is coming around the corner. But that is so helpful because boom, there's your order and I'm off to the next one. Whereas, you know, that extra 2 minutes to walk up the steps and drop it off or whatever. Although sometimes I'll do that because it's customer service, right? You get in the odds higher of getting the tip by doing that extra step. But most of the time, people are already waiting for you, so you don't even have to get out your car. So that's cool too. All right, let me know if you guys found this information beneficial. Let me know if you guys are doing it yourself. And those of you that want to join, go ahead and sign up with my referral code. I think they give you an incentive, and me as well. And then just message me because I can give you some tips and tricks in your area where you can maximize your money income with Uber Eats delivery.